forgot to say this. So, we have the Chevron defense ruling. Um, when I heard that, I believe it had about 18,000 associated, connections. And that's why when they realized how big that connection was, I started hearing that it could actually be a key to stopping Title 4D. And when I realized that, I was like, wow, that's a very, very powerful tool. But as you understand, it's just going to basically say, okay, they have to be held accountable, and, they're pretty much screwed. They've been screwing people, left and right. Putting people in jail, taking away their driving license, passports, the list goes on. And also, that falls under interpretation with that too, with the tax. When they say, oh, you don't have this, and they take your passport, they can't do that either. They got to give you back your driver's license. Because if I remember correctly, there was a ruling in New Jersey, and basically what they said, hey, you can't stop someone from, supporting themselves. It's, unconstitutional. And a lot of people deal with that stuff. But then you start thinking even bigger. Just for you to understand, it basically just means that they have to check the agency to see if what they were, using it for is, criminal. And a lot of it is. So when people like myself, as a Puerto Rican, I'm here in Puerto Rico, and you look at the Jones Act, that right there could be something, you want people to look into, I don't want to keep holding it up. But think about it. That piece of paper that was overturned could... people want to see a change. People want to see a different paradigm. That's going to change a lot of different things. So it was fresh in my head. I didn't want to, forget it. And wow, what else could that affect? That's a very powerful tool that they were using, And what I'm trying to say is, it's not like, hey, we're going to court. It's a building that they basically said, hey, I want you to, handle your business for us, because, it's a defense. Look it up. You know what I'm saying? So when I started realizing these things, I just want to know, whose rights did it violate, which is pretty much a lot of people. And now you got, if it affects I'm going to check, I don't know yet, but, the Jones Act. And if it does, what does that imply? Does it imply that, the Jones Act is dealing with just maritime transportation, But if there's people saying, hey, we want to do certain different things, it could easily fall into, oh, okay, you could do that. But if somebody doesn't want to do that because it'll hurt their business, it's unethical. Our island don't even produce our own sugar cane anymore. We do, but we don't. And it's just mind-boggling. We were doing great, thriving, and then we had another shyster people coming to the island selling us, junk uh, stock, bonds, whatever, you know, and a lot of hard-earned money was just a lot of thievery. And we got hit with one of the hardest hurricanes, and they're sticking us with this dude. It's so ridiculous, and I don't even think the world knows what's going on in this island. I talk to people and say, well, what does that have to do with me? I'm like, yeah, I know, nothing. It's like I'm trying to just create awareness, and I got Puerto Ricans who I'm a moderator in a group who are looking for work, and I told them, there are people here with college degrees working at McDonald's, KFC, but let me tell you, it's hard to find work anywhere. And I'm here looking at reality, and it pains me. It pains that no matter where you go, everyone's suffering. And when you have a good heart and you're just trying to alert people and say, hey, it's going to be okay. Maybe that's just the universe telling you, hey, let me do something different. There's nothing wrong with changing a career, If you got an obligation, I have a couple friends of mine that's like, hey, I can't leave until my wife finished, her contract. She's got 3 more years. So, it's gonna, if you think like that, it's gonna be, of course, the longest 3 years ever. But if you are, optimistic and say, man, this is gonna be the best 3 years ever, man, we're gonna, make it work. My brother's the same way. He's getting close to retirement, and nobody talks to nobody anymore. I used to know a lot of people, and just looking at how people are, they say something and nobody replies to it. I scroll and I'm not one to, maybe that's what it is, nobody wants to reply. Elon Musk, he went and took off the like, whatever that was. I didn't even know there was one on the X platform. And that helped. He says more people were clicking like. I thought that was the hard thing. So, a lot of different things I've noticed. I don't know. What do you guys see? I know what I'm seeing, and it would be cool if they would change something in that area, because the Jones Act restricts a lot of things, and people want to, have good opportunity. And you got a lot of companies selling our land, and this person, I saw it the other day. Just you see this outline of this beautiful lot. If it was able to be sold, but it's protected land. You can't build on it, But what do? They start building, and then we have to protest and say, hey, you're not supposed to be building. And then the cops come, and then they go, oh, you know what, you're right, you're not supposed to be building. And what they do is they pay a fine, and then they sneak again and keep building. It's hard. And it's sad. And people here is the same everywhere in the world. They're tired too. They just want to make their money and want to relax. I said in the last video, it felt like, it's really quiet. Everyone's on their phone. And what are they gonna do? So anyways, this is Dave. I'm just doing another late night. I figure, it's the same day, but I'm just figuring, adding new content and edit it, throw some words, and maybe it'll come out it'll be consistent. But I'm just here. I gotta get a new handle because the one I have is either packed or I forgot it, left it in Vegas. So I'll be seeing you guys on the next one. We got another wall. I didn't want to post it on these videos because I want to do a separate by itself. But other than that, definitely check those other videos out. Leave a comment. Like, share, do all those cool things that we all do for other people. You could do it right here too. And that's it. This is my late night lunacy. I normally have a morning Java, but lately it's pretty stressful and just trying to make things happen. And things will fall into place. You know what I mean? Everything takes time. And if you can picture it and believe it, it'll happen. All right.